Okay, so let's do another example. Now, in this case, again, this is you have to understand what kind of shape this is. This is the equation of a circle, okay? Its sine, so it's going to look something like this, right? So again, you got to be able to see what this thing is going to look like, and it's going to look something like this. Okay? And so here's the thing, you have to understand what's going on. So as you go from 0 to 2 pi, what's going on here? Well, at 0, the radius is 0. At pi over 2, the radius is, the sine is 1, which is going to be 3, so this goes to 3. And then from there, you go to pi. Well, pi, this is 0 again, so it goes back to 0. And then what happens as you get from pi down to 3 pi over 2? Well, it's going back up. It's tracing again. So this is going to trace twice if we go from 0 to 2 pi. Now, the question that they're asking us for is find the total arc length of the curve. Well, if we go from 0 to 2 pi, we're going to get double the arc. So we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from 0 to pi because that's going to be one trace of the curve. Okay? So now that we got that, now we know we're going to get arc length is going to be the integral from 0 to pi. By the way, notice that this is symmetric with respect to the line theta equals pi over 2. We might use that. So here, so this is going to be the square root of what? It's going to be r squared plus dr d theta squared d theta. So what is that equal to? That's going to equal to 0 to pi. And now we're going to do the square root of 3 sine theta squared plus, now the derivative of r is what? It's going to be, the derivative of sine is cosine, so this is going to be 3 cosine theta squared d theta. So now let's simplify this. So this is going to be the integral from 0 to pi. And so this is going to become 9 sine squared theta plus 9, oops, not 9 squared, 9 cosine squared theta d theta. Okay? So now notice this, look what's over here. I got a common denominator now. This is going to be easy, right? So this is going to be the integral from 0 to pi, and now I'm going to get the integral, or the square root of 9 times the quantity sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta d theta. And of course, what? Sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is just 1. So this is awesome because this just gives us the integral of from 0 to pi of the square root of 9, which is just 3. All right. So now what is that? Well, now I can just integrate this, and this is just going to be 3 theta from 0 to pi, which is just going to equal 3 pi. Now, Does that make sense? Okay, how can we easily check this? Well, this is a circle. This is a circle that has a diameter of 3. What's the circumference? What's the formula for the circumference of a circle? It's pi times d. Well, d is 3, so we get 3 pi. So we just verified that it's correct. Okay, that's it. Have a great day.